Big thanks to my buddy Tristan.
Yeah, no problem.
You're really good at what you do, man.
Thanks, bud.
I appreciate it a ton. Aw, yeah. Look at this beauty. This right here is the future Up North Outdoors shop. But it's kind of freaking cold in here. If you guys saw that footage in the beginning, that was pouring a slab in here because it was our last warm few days, probably of the year. That was literally a little less than a week ago. Actually, no, it was a week ago today because today's, no, 6 days ago. And it was 65 degrees. We were sweating. Saw my buddy Tristan even had a shirt off for a while. We were so hot. And now it is 20s and snowing again. But that's why there was a while before a video, because I've been working on this. And if you guys do want to actually see like a full-on video or see a series or see videos of me working on this shop and building this into the Up North Outdoors shop, yes, I'm gonna put a sign on it. Well, probably over here that says Up North Outdoors. Let me know in the comments below and I will do some more filming on this as we do stuff. I want to build a wood stove for it, insulate it, need to wire up lights in it, toolbox, tool benches, all that goodies. But that is not what I am making this video about today. This video today is about the 7.3 and some good, or a lot of you probably sad news. Now, I've had this truck for a few months now, 2 or 3 months. Got it in August, end of August about, and I've been waiting for this dang thing to come back in the mail. And that is my title. Minnesota right now. Minnesota always takes forever to get your titles back, but with COVID, they've taken even longer. I literally transferred it like 2 or 3 months ago and just got the title back yesterday. But the news is that I might possibly be selling the rust-free, clean, beautiful, manual 7.3 Powerstroke. I'm sorry, but let me explain why. That truck and that truck is a big part of why. But let's get inside because it is nippy out there. Also, so it's kind of a mess in here because Marie and I are in the process of moving in here. But look at this freaking couch we picked up for like, I think it was 150 or 200 bucks. It's freaking huge. Oh, you're just like, ow, oh, okay, that was not, ow, what the, try that again. Oh, there we go. Yeah. This also is the future Up North Outdoors office. Oh, this kind of sucks. This is all temporary right now. It's gonna be cool, I promise. It's actually been pretty sick in here. I'm gonna build like a big wraparound desk in the welding shop out of like steel and wood. I'm gonna get lights in here and cool like outdoors posters and my deer mounts, and so I can, when I talk to you guys, it'll be all cool in the background and stuff. Maybe even do some live streams in here, but yeah, right now it's kind of lame. Anyway, maybe I might have to blur this out right here, otherwise this video might get demonetized. So, why may I be possibly selling the 7.3? Well, it's beautiful. Completely rust-free, not a speck of rust. That originally came from California, and then it was in Wyoming and North Dakota, but it's never seen a Minnesota winter. Yes, as we'll get into in a little bit, I drove it down a dirt road in some snow, but I have not driven it on the salt in Minnesota. And I can't bring myself to drive this truck during the winter here. If I end up keeping this truck, I'm gonna put it away because I can't, especially up here, up north, there's not many trucks in that condition around anymore at all. And I just can't bring myself to drive it during the winter time. And I knew that when I bought it, that I wasn't gonna drive in the winter. I know I wasn't gonna be able to do it. My plan was just to park it during the winter time, but I have a loan out on the truck. I took a loan on the truck. I didn't buy it cash because Ray and I actually we bought this house with cash. So we didn't have a ton of money and I really needed a truck, dependable truck. So I did take out a loan on it, and I can afford it, but after thinking, I would rather not be making payments on a truck all winter that I'm not going to drive at all, you know? And I've been thinking about you guys, and it's like I would rather use that money that I'd be spending on that truck of just sitting. I'd rather take that money and use it on the projects that we already have, like the 6.9 and the Fummins, to finish those up and use them on something that, quite frankly, I won't feel bad driving in the wintertime, and put it into content for the wintertime and not be putting all that money into a truck that's just going to be sitting in a barn 9 months out of the year. You know? So that's kind of where I'm at right now. And I got my title back. I threw it up for sale. If you guys are interested in purchasing the truck, let me know. I put it up for $15,000 or best offer, which for up here is pretty reasonable for Minnesota, because there are hardly any OBSs that are rust free, and the ones that are, they go for that much or more. So I mean, shoot me guys. If one of you guys are interested, shoot me an offer, and we can definitely talk. Now, one thing that really, really pisses me off is I absolutely hate selling things on Facebook. I just hate it. The people that are on Facebook are just I don't think I've actually ever used my platform to like put anybody on blast, call anybody out before, but I'm gonna call someone out in this video because he deserves it. Honestly, he absolutely 100% deserves it. Another thing that makes selling things a little harder for me on Facebook is that I have enough subscribers now, and especially people that are into the OBS trucks, whenever I post anything for sale on Facebook, everyone recognizes the truck and recognizes me and recognizes the truck from YouTube. So I get a lot of comments of people pretending like they're interested in buying the truck just to like talk to me, but they actually don't care and they're not interested in it at all. Now, like, I'm happy to talk to subscribers, you know, like I love it. I love, like, you know, make you guys happy and talking to them and everything, but it's like, just send me a message and just be like, hey man, I'm not interested in the truck, but like, how's it going or whatever, like, that's fine. I don't care about those messages. But when people message me and like act like they're interested in the truck just to try to talk to me or whatever, that is one thing that's kind of annoying. And then another one is like this guy that I'll show you comments because he's seen some of my videos, because I posted the truck. Literally, I'll put it up on here. I'll put it up on the video, my listing, okay? So you guys will probably see it while I'm talking right now. But let me actually pull it up on my phone here so I can read it off, because I can't see what's on the screen right now because I added that later. So 1996 Ford F-250 long bed. I had to put it up for $1,500 because Facebook apparently tries to control the market now and wouldn't let me put it up for $15,000. And then in the description, price is $15,000 OBO. Facebook isn't letting me put the right price. I'm selling my 100% rust-free 1996 F-250 7.3 Powerstroke. This truck has never seen a Minnesota winter, and it's originally a California truck. It has a ZF5 manual transmission, 1-ton Dana 60 front axle stop, reverse shackle, B&W gooseneck hitch. Interior's very clean. I'll get pictures later, I said in the post, because my interior's kind of a mess. I need to clean it out before I do pictures. It has full force stage 1.5 injectors, CNC fab, stage 1 H-pop, F Super Duty, Hydro Boost conversion, rebuilt turbo, 360 degree, blah blah blah. Anyway, you guys get the point. I listed a lot of stuff on the description, okay? Ern McCracken. Apparently that's a real name. That's what he looks like. So, this man, of course, whenever you post anything, you get a million comments of people. Oh, he just left me a new comment. Oh, wow. Wow, he's really going off. He's really going off. So, this truck was originally from California. Now, these trucks are about 25 years old now. Yeah, it's like a 25-year-old truck or 24-year-old truck, okay? I said it's originally from California. And then I said, it's never seen a Minnesota winter. So, yeah, it's a 25-year-old truck. Obviously, it's probably been in other states before, too. It's just the guy I bought it from, he said it was a Cali truck. And then someone ended up getting it in Wyoming, and then someone got it in North Dakota. But I'm assuming the person that had it in Wyoming and North Dakota probably didn't have it for most of his life. I'm assuming most of his life was probably in California, because this guy in North Dakota said he only had it for a couple of years, and he said the kid he bought it from in Wyoming was, well, he was a younger kid, so I doubt he went and bought it right off the lot, or went and bought it in California when he was 5 years old. So I'm assuming it was spent most of his life in California, and I think that's a fair assumption. I didn't even say it spent most of his life in California. I just said originally a California truck, and now it's in Minnesota, and it's never seen a Minnesota winter. So someone comments on my thing and says rust-free question mark, which obviously I didn't read the description, which is another annoying thing about Facebook, because 90% of the time you just spend answering questions that were already answered in your description of the post, but people were too lazy to read. But I replied and said, yes sir, 100%. Originally a Cali truck, never seen a Minnesota winter. And then Mr. Ern McCracken chimes in here. So, the multiple videos on your YouTube showing you driving it in the snow are fake, question mark? It's a clean truck, but it's definitely seen winter. So apparently if it snows once in October, because we literally get snow from September to May in Minnesota. May is still spring. September and October are still fall. I still consider those fall, whether there's snow or not, because there's snow all the frickin' time here, okay? And those videos where I drove it in the snow was literally driving on my dirt road. On my dirt road, like from my grandparents' house to my farm, and then like to, yeah, grandparents' house to my farm, and then my parents' house to my house, all on our gravel road. Which, keep in mind, even though it snowed, they didn't salt the roads because it all melted off right away on the tar. So they didn't even put salt on the roads. And there's no difference between, people associate snow with rust because that's when they put salt on the roads. But there's no difference between driving, if there's no salt on the roads, there's no difference between driving in the snow and driving in the rain. There's no difference. So I replied and I said basically what I just said. I said it snowed 3 weeks ago here in MN and I drove it down my dirt road. It has not seen salt. It saw one snowy day on a gravel road in October, but thanks for questioning my integrity, buddy. And then some other people chimed in, and then he chimed in again. So say it hasn't seen salt. Don't say it hasn't seen winter when it has been driven in snow. I'm not questioning your integrity, just pointing out the obvious. So again, just because it snows doesn't mean it's winter. It snows all the frickin' time here, in all the seasons basically, besides summer. It snows here, and we still don't call it winter. And no, I'm not gonna say it's never seen salt, because I don't know. They normally don't salt roads in North Dakota, but they do it every once in a while. So I don't want to say it's never seen salt, because I can't honestly say that. It might have been driven on a road that had salt on it in North Dakota, or even in Wyoming if there was some bad mountain pass and they put salt down. I don't know. So I'm not going to say it hasn't seen salt, because maybe it has. I'm not sure. So then I replied and said, you do realize snow has nothing to do with rust, right? And I basically said the thing about how we get snow all the time. And then he's like, you sure water doesn't have anything to do with it? Like, dude, every vehicle on the planet has driven in water. Okay, let me try to remember where I left off at, because I've literally had like 3 or 4 people call me now while I've been trying to film this video. Yeah, so basically this guy's just going off and trying to call me a liar and saying that I'm trying to trick people into thinking that it hasn't been in Wyoming and North Dakota, which are also states that are full of rust-free vehicles and for the most part don't use salt. I don't get it. I don't get it. And apparently it's seen water, so apparently any vehicle that's seen water, it's a rust bucket. If your truck has seen water, I don't care if it's rust-free, which they're coming to me and trying to tell me, oh, well, send us videos of the chassis because we don't believe you that it's rust-free. It's like, do you really think I'm going to be selling a truck and claiming to be rust-free, and then you really think someone's just going to send me cash based off of that? Like, they're not going to come and look at the dang truck before they buy it? Like, sure, maybe there's some people that say their trucks are rust-free and they aren't, but like, if it wasn't 100% rust-free, I wouldn't say that, because then you'd have someone show up and be like, this isn't rust-free, and then leave. Like, it's stupid to argue with me about anybody about something, like, unless they post pictures and it's blatantly rusty, but like, if you just look at the truck, it's obviously not a rusty truck. Yeah, I didn't post chassis pictures right when I posted this because I don't have any. I just made this post off of pictures that I have on my phone, and right now my truck, it's all full of dirt under there because I live on a gravel road, so the rockers have dirt in them right now. So yeah, I'm not gonna go take a picture of the dirt because it doesn't help anything. So then I just asked him, like, dude, are you interested in the truck, or are you just here to argue, right? And I said, if not, just stop wasting my time. It's a 100% rust-free truck that has never seen a Minnesota winter. Yes, it has seen water like any other vehicle on the planet. And then he replies and says, I'm not interested in your shitbox. Just pointing out to those who aren't that you are being less than truthful about it. By the way, since when is North Dakota and California? Or did you forget to mention that part too? Sure, the truck may have originated in California. How much did it time to spend in North Dakota? And then post a screenshot of my video where I showed the map of when I went to buy the truck in North Dakota. Like, he's just catching me in this big lie that it's just this big secret that I bought the truck in North Dakota. Like, ooh, yes, it was in North Dakota for a couple years, like a year or two, I think. And the guy got it from someone in Wyoming who had it for a couple of years, and then it was in California. It's where it was not manufactured, but that's where it was sold, like the dealership. And dude, I didn't list every single tiny little detail in the post. Like, someone messaged me and asked me where the truck came from, I'd tell them, like, honestly, most likely I'm probably gonna end up selling a truck to somebody who watches my videos. Like, it's not. So I replied, and I'm like, oh, so you're a hater, with a little laughy face. Truck was originally a Cali truck, and then was purchased by someone in Wyoming, then was purchased by someone in North Dakota. I believe it spent 1 or 2 years in North Dakota. I don't explain every single minute detail in my videos, otherwise they'd be boring and 3 hours long. Like, I don't. I would have gave anyone the history on the truck if they are actually seriously interested in it. Like, this guy he's leaving a comment. It's not like he sent me a message asking about the truck and I was just like, yeah, it's from California. And then, like, not saying it. Like, no, if someone, like, sent me a message and was like, hey, I'm really interested in the truck, like, where did you get the truck from, and where all has the truck been? And I'd be like, oh yeah, it was originally a California truck, and then according to the person I bought it from, someone went from Wyoming, bought it from California, and then from a guy in California, and they had it for a couple of years and sold it to a guy in North Dakota, and then I bought it. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. And then he replied and said, no, you implied it. This is the one he just replied. When you make statements like truck originated in California, has never seen a Minnesota winter, it implies to most readers that you bought the truck from California without you actually saying it. No, it doesn't. Why? Because those are the only 2 places you mention. Why would you do that? Because California is a dry, generally low rust climate. So if the California part is important enough to mention, why isn't Wyoming and North Dakota? Oh, that's right, shit rusts there. No, it doesn't. Literally, Wyoming and North Dakota is not part of the Rust Belt. I just came back from a big trip through North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming, and Colorado. And you know what? Colorado and Wyoming, they get a ton of snow. We got a blizzard when we were there. And it was like I made a trip back in time because every single old truck that was driving around in the snow, but they don't salt, had no rust. Every single truck had no rust, and they were driving in the snow. Same even at North Dakota. That's why I bought this truck from North Dakota, because like, oh, I didn't even know it was from Cali until I got there and he told me that it was originally a Cali truck. I bought it because it was, a rust-free truck from North Dakota, and everyone in Minnesota knows if you want to get something rust-free and close, you go to North Dakota because they don't salt their roads. It's statements and omissions like that that lead people to believe that you are being less than honest about the truck. Look, the truck is worth what you're asking, even if it has a little rust. Not saying it does or it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I literally said it doesn't on my post selling the truck. Oh man. So why not let the truck sell on its own merit? Being all you car salesman about makes it look like you're trying to hide crap and makes you look bad. So yes, if calling out your bullshit makes me a hater, then I'll own it. By the way, all 7.3s are shit boxes to me, not just yours in particular. Oh, hey, another comment from a guy. Buy my beat-ass Ford for a F-load of moolah. These guys, bet he knows what he's got. 15K OBO, or best offer. is pretty reasonable for northern Minnesota for a rust-free 7.3 with a manual that's under 200k miles. Like, yeah, in a southern state, it'd be more of like a probably 10, 12k truck. But up here, yeah, it's worth a few extra grand. The bed alone on that thing, the bed on it has no dents on it or dings, and it's completely rust-free. That bed alone is worth like 2 or 3 grand up here in the condition that it's in. And the tailgate's worth like 500 bucks. Like, I could part this truck out and make like 8 grand just from parting it out. Like, I'll give you guys this name too. This guy's name is Rodney Cooper. He's the one who just left that comment. Right there, Rodney Cooper. I'm just sick of it. I know I'm supposed to just ignore all these comments and blah blah blah, and that's what I do 99% of the time. But sometimes it just pisses me off, and I just get frustrated. Like, but most of the comments are nice. The people like being really interested in it and whatnot. But I guess what just really makes me mad, which my camera's dying and I gotta go to a stinking house showing. What makes me really mad is when people try, like that guy tries saying that I'm like lying, like tries assuming that I'm lying, and like tries calling me out in a lie, and tries showing and saying that I'm being dishonest and lying, and I'm not. Like, that really makes me mad, because that is probably one of my best personal traits, is being truthful. Like, if you ask any of my friends or family, like, I literally can't lie. Like, my friends and family, they know if they directly ask me a question about something that, like, even if something I don't want to tell them, they directly ask me, they know they will get a truthful answer from me. Like, I do not lie, and I cannot stand liars. Like, people that lie are, I just can't stand liars. It's one of the it's the traits that I hate the most in people, is people that lie. I absolutely despise it when people lie, and despise people that lie. I can't stand it. And I hate lying so much, and I hate that so much. So when someone tries implying that I'm lying, yeah, it kind of hit a chord for me, because that makes me really mad, because that is one thing that I'm not. I might be a lot of things. I'm not perfect. I have a lot of problems, but that is one thing that I can honestly say, is that I am not a liar. And when people try saying shit like that, it makes me mad. So the page that I posted on a bunch of pages, but the page that this guy's leaving the comments on is this one. It's the Powerstroke Turbo Diesel 69, 73, 60, 64, and 67 page. So if you want to go on those comments and talk to that guy, you can go ahead, or I showed you his profile picture. If you want to send him a message, I mean, I'm not telling you to send a message, because I'm not telling you guys to harass anyone. That's wrong, okay? But that's his name. Put it on a public platform. So there it is. After filming this, I'm actually kind of feeling kind of bad, just because this is kind of petty of me, and I'm usually not a petty person, but it's content, so I figured why not get a back-to-back video up for you guys, since it's been like 9 days since I posted, besides the hunting video, which the hunting videos always do bad. I don't know why you guys don't like the hunting videos. Let me know in the comments below why all of you guys that are watching this video didn't watch the hunting video. Like, come on. It's Up North Outdoors. Why don't you watch them? Alright, I was actually having some technical difficulties there with an SD card, and ended up having to go into town, and I spent like $100 on new SD cards, because we actually have some YouTubers coming out tomorrow that I know a lot of you guys watch, and we are going to be filming a banger of a video that'll probably be uploaded in a few days, which is going to be awesome. And also during that time, I have gotten about 1 million more comments of people raging. People raging. So this Ern McCracken kept going off on me, and I finally asked him, I was like, alright dude, if you're not interested, like, if you're interested in this truck and you have any more questions, let me know with a smiley face. Like, otherwise, just screw off, stop wasting my time. And then he replies and says, I never had questions with your truck, just your integrity, and you've done a fine job of answering them. To go and question a man's integrity, somebody that you don't even know, on a truck that you're not even interested in, like, go frig yourself. Honestly. I've got a bunch more annoying comments, and I have 1 million stories annoying stories of selling and buying things on Facebook, but I could probably make a 5-hour video on. But I'm gonna wrap this up because it's like 10 o'clock and I gotta be at the farm at like 7 tomorrow, and I still have to edit this. Let me know in the comments below some of your horror stories from buying and selling things on Facebook. I would be curious to know some of your guys' stories, because I know some of you guys probably have some pretty good ones. But anyway, guys, this has been Colin here at Up North Outdoors. Like and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video, and it's gonna be a freaking banger. So you better make sure you got the little bell thing on so you don't miss it.